Today we're going to be doing a very easy and simple polygel nails tutorial. If you're interested in that, go ahead and keep watching. For today's video, we're going to be using Red Iguana's Acrygel, also known as Polygel. They have 6 different colors I'm going to be showing you. Each jar comes beautifully packaged, and on the bottom of them it just has the ingredients of what it's made of. On the side it has their logo. On the top it shows the color, but I just love how beautiful these jars are. And they also have very beautiful boxes that they come in, and they have a big size and a small size. This small one I'm showing is brand new. I haven't opened it before. And here's a comparison of the small one and the big one. They both look exactly the same. And I like that inside of each one it comes with a little seal that you'll peel off. This one's brand new, so I haven't taken that off yet. And so also on the inside there's a little protective layer that's kind of in the lid. And I'm just showing you what they look like, how much is actually inside. You actually get quite a bit in the bigger ones, and these will last you a long time if you're going to be doing shorter nails. And you can see this is one of my favorite colors, so I've used this one a lot. I'm going to go ahead here and just swatch all the different colors for you. And I'm going to have these little sticks I'm using linked on the description. These actually came in a 2-pack. And I'm out of swatch sticks right now, so I'm just showing you on the top of this plastic thing what the colors look like and how thick they are. So here's all 6 colors swatched for you. You have clear, white, the milky white, the light nude, which is my absolute favorite, the clear pink, very pretty, and the light pink, which is another one of my favorites. So first I'm going to go ahead and get my nails ready. They are already prepped and my cuticles are done and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the Dehydrator. All of their gel polishes and prepping things come in these beautiful, oh my gosh, the boxes, they're just so gorgeous. If you keep all of them, which I don't, and they're lined up all on your shelves, they just look so pretty and professional. And on the back of them it has the instructions, and it tells you like what order to use them. It's just really nice and professional looking. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the Dehydrator to all my nails. Next I'm going to go ahead and take the UV primer, and on the back of this one it has instructions as well. So it says to apply a thin layer after you've primed and dehydrated your nails, and you cure this primer for 1 minute in your lamp. So I've never had a primer that I had to cure in the lamp before, so that was new to me, but I went ahead and followed what the instructions said, and I just had to trust the process on this one. So I'm applying that now on each nail, and then I'm going to cure them in my lamp for 1 minute. So now that I've taken my nails out of the lamp, I'm going to go ahead and get my tips out, and I wanted to just see what it felt like after it was cured. It still has that tacky layer and they're super shiny. So I'm about to glue on the tips, and I'm using the Red Iguana glue, nail tips glue. And this glue is a brush on one, it's very strong. As of doing this voiceover, I've had these nails on for 1 week and I've had no issues. And it does stick on top of the primer. I didn't know how that would work because I thought primer was only for actual gel, but the glue stayed on top of them. So yeah, no issues there with that. So now that I have all the tips on, I'm going to go ahead and cut the tips down to the length I want. So I'm going to be, when I use really long nail tips like this, I like to line my nails up by placing all my nails halfway down my palm. And I like using scissors versus nail tip cutters because I can actually see and get the line more perfect. And for my thumb, I'm just going to kind of cut that wherever I feel like it because I like my thumb to be a little bit shorter than the rest of my nails. So that's what they're looking like, all the same length. Now these nails, since they were longer, they got wider in the middle. So there was a little bit hanging off the sides of my nail. So I'm just going to cut that a little bit on each side of the nail so that they're more straight. So next I'm going to be using a peel off base coat. If you're doing your nails to stay on, you'll use regular base coat. And I'm just going to apply this on each nail and cure it in my lamp for 1 minute. Now I'm just taking some 90% alcohol. I really should be using 70% alcohol. I did go ahead and buy some because I feel like the 90% alcohol kind of wrecks my brushes and makes them get really fuzzy. So we'll go ahead and get started. The color I'm going to be using is the clear pink because I never really used it before and it looks like such a pretty color, so I thought I would go ahead and use this one. I'm going to be applying my Polygel 2 nails at a time. I just feel like it's faster and it cuts down on curing each nail for 1 minute. So I mean, it saves, I guess, 2 minutes doing it this way, but this Polygel is really thick and it's easy to work with, so it stays in place while you're working on your one nail. So I'm just going to go ahead and pat the first one into place, and you don't really need a whole lot of slip solution because this Polygel it does not get sticky at all. It's just so nice and easy to work with. I really don't know why I haven't done more Polygel videos, but I'm gonna start back doing them. But I'm just shaping this nail into place, and then I'm gonna go right on to the second one. as soon as I finished doing the first nail, I didn't cure anything yet. I went straight into doing the next nail. You can see it was still up there. It was starting to slide down just a little bit from gravity, but this polygel literally does not move. It stays where you put it, exactly where you put it. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this nail patted down and shaped, and then we'll move on to the next one. So now that I'm done with that second nail, I'm just going back to the first one. Sometimes after not looking at it after a while, and then I go back to look at it, I'll notice some little things that I just want to touch up. Again, nothing has moved or anything like that. I just, like, after looking away for so long and looking back on that nail, there was just a few things I could have made a little bit neater. I really want to do as little filing and shaping as possible, so I spend more time perfecting the shape. And when you use a really good thick polygel like this, it doesn't take long at all to lay it. It probably took 2 minutes to lay each nail and get it to the right shape. So now that those first 2 nails have been fully cured for 60 seconds in the lamp, I'm going ahead and doing the next 2 nails. have all 5 nails completely laid down. This took maybe 10 minutes total doing all 5 of them and curing them. So I'm just going to take my same alcohol I used as the slip solution and just wipe off the sticky layer of my nails so that they are ready to be buffed and shaped. And these nails are very easy to file and shape. They're not as hard as acrylic. So I literally just use my hand file. I don't have to use a drill at all to shape polygel. Well, not this one anyways. And it's funny that it's easier to shape because I feel like polygel is just so much stronger than acrylic. And I think it's part of it being able to bend a little bit with your nails, so they never lift, they never crack or break, anything like that. I just really like it so much better. But you will see in my next couple videos I am going to start getting back into acrylic, and I'm still going to be doing polygel videos though, but I'm going to not do press-on nails as much because I feel like nobody really watches those. So I'm just going to be doing more actual sculpting. I'm going to be doing a very subtle ombre on each nail, so I'm using the Red Iguana white stamping plus painting gel. So it's a really thick gel. I wouldn't use this to like paint the entire nail to look like white gel polish or anything. This is just really good for doing nail art. It stays in place and it's really thick. And I'm just going to be using a little ombre sponge. I thought I had 2 on here because this one I'm using has lots of dents and chips taken out of it. But either way, I'm just taking a little bit on the end of the sponge, and then I'm just gonna dab it on the plastic thing. I don't know what that is. It's just some plastic thing I found, just so that the gel color I'm using isn't so thick and it'll make it smoother to do the ombre with. So that's how it looks after doing 1 coat. I wanted it to be a little bit brighter, so I'm going to go ahead and do 2 coats. And I think once I've done all the nails, I actually end up doing 3 coats on each nail to get the ombre and the brightness that I wanted without it being too bright. For the next part of the nail art, I'm going to be doing foils, so I'm going to be using the Red Iguana foil glue. This is literally the best foil transfer gel I've ever used. Like, literally nothing is ever left behind. And Red Iguana also has a ton of foils, so this is just a few of them that I have. They have so many more, like on their website there's just so many, and they're all usually like $1 or $2. They're crazy cheap. And in each one you get different sheets with different designs on them. So this one here I have, it's a bunch of roses and flowers, butterflies. You can see some I've used. When I do my own nails a lot lately, I haven't been doing videos. I've just been kind of discouraged from recording videos because I just feel like no one watches them and it's a waste of my time. But I don't know, I'm just still gonna try to not give up on my little YouTube channel because it was really hard. I put in a lot of hard work getting monetized and I got it on my first try, so I don't know, I don't want to give up on my channel, but I don't post a lot anymore because nobody watches them. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut out the actual foils that I want to use. I'm gonna be doing some Hawaiian flowers, I think they're called. And so I'm just cutting out the different ones. So I noticed when I was applying the foil gel, it started taking off some of the ombre paint I just did, and I literally have no idea why that happened. I don't know if maybe some chemicals that are in the foil gel was stripping away the paint a little bit, but I think maybe next time I try it this way, I'll do a layer of base coat before I put down the foil glue, but I was just like, I'm already too far into it. I'm definitely not going back and trying to do that ombre over again. So it's still, you can still see the whiteness of the ombre. So I was just like, whatever, let me just finish doing what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and lay these down and peel them back off. And so that was just me struggling to get that off because this stuff is super sticky. Like, it leaves nothing, literally nothing behind. Every time I've used them, it comes off like that, just completely flawless. And so far I thought it looked really cute, but I wanted to add some more, so I took some more of that white painting gel, and I'm just going to draw some swirly lines down the center and across of the 2 extra nails I didn't put foils on. And also, I forgot to mention, before I put down this white gel, I put down a layer of matte top coat because the next step I'm going to be doing, I need only the white gel to be sticky. The rest of the nail needs to be completely dried. So I went ahead and cured the white lines for 60 seconds, and I'm going to be taking the Red Iguana Neon Pigment set. This one, I think there's 6 colors in here, but they are so bright and pretty neon. I've used them a couple times on my Instagram. If you follow me on there, then you've seen some of the times before I've used them. So I'm just taking whatever big brush I had nearby. I don't even think this is the best brush to use pigment powders with, but I just got it and it worked fine. These colors are so bright, you can use your finger and they'll come out just fine. So I'm just using the yellow one and the orange one and doing an ombre with them. Now I'm just going to dust off some of the remaining powder, and yeah, the ombre looks so pretty. You'll see when it's all cleaned up like how good it actually looks. And so to clean up the powder around the part that you don't want on there, there's two ways to do this. There's an easy way and a hard way. And for some reason I like living on the edge, so I chose to do it the hard way. So I'm just taking some of my alcohol, and I'm just taking a brush and just cleaning around the lines I did. The easier, smarter way to do this would be to draw some lines of top coat over the powder that you did, cure it, and then just wipe alcohol over the entire nail, and it would all get cleaned up much faster and much neater. But this is what I chose to do, so this is what we have here. Still came out the same, but now that it's getting cleaned up, you can really see how bright and popping the colors are. And I'm just gonna go ahead and finish these off with a top coat, and we'll be all done. Put a little cuticle oil, and yeah, that's pretty much the rest of this video. If you guys like this video, please like and leave a comment. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.